Ren and Stimpy, they're going to be in Nickelodeon All-Stars. Ren and Stimpy's taunt stage, victory screen, and more revealed for Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl. So here's a video. We can't play it because every time I do that,
copyright.
Yeah. So, but I'm gonna put a link to this. You can go, or you can just like Google it. You should be able to find it. So this game, I wanted to talk about this game because it's very interesting how it's shaping up, right? So you have Smash Brothers, then you have a bunch of like clones, like Brawlhalla. That's like the Ubisoft one.
Yeah.
You have there's a bunch of other ones. And these are essentially just party fighters, right?
Yes.
They're designed for people to just pick up and play easily, play with your friends, play online. Now, obviously, Smash Brothers perfected this genre pretty much. It's been around forever. It's got the biggest, one of the biggest communities, and not just fighting games, in all of gaming.
Oh,
and
bigger than Call of Duty.
I would say, as far as like community goes, as like a tight knit community, I would say they have one of the biggest, because Call of Duty is like you just have a lot of disjointed people. Yeah, I'm sure you have clans and stuff like that, but it's not like this like big overarching community where everyone just keeps up in touch with each other.
Word.
And goes to the same tournaments, and so it's great, but Nintendo has been, I wouldn't say like all out waging war against them, but they have been making very hostile moves towards those communities.
Oh,
they've shut down a bunch of tournaments.
Yes.
There was the Evo a few years back where they tried to get them to not play Melee. They tried to say, you can't play Melee.
Well, not the way they wanted to play.
Not the way they wanted to play. But they've had a very heavy-handed approach with the Smash community.
I mean, they have a heavy-handed approach on their IP in general.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, they don't play games. And the fact that we it was last year, I believe, that we were introduced to the Nintendo Ninjas.
Yeah. Oh, that's so scary.
It's scary.
It's scary.
It's scary. They're scarier than China.
Yeah. It is. It's very authoritarian, man. Yeah. It's corporate authoritarianism.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not government authoritarianism. It's corporate authoritarianism.
We're heading to Johnny Mnemonic.
Yeah, as we're talking now, I just saw somebody run by the window.
Yeah, exactly. Do a Naruto run.
Yeah.
Their hands behind. Yeah, exactly.
So yeah. But Nickelodeon All-Stars Brawl people are excited for it because, one, Nickelodeon has so many IPs. They have so many characters. You know what I mean?
Yes. And there's an incredible amount of nostalgia tied to these characters.
Yeah. Now, I do got to say, there is one pressing issue with the game right now. They have no voice acting.
What?
Yes. So when you see the gameplay, it looks fun. It looks cool.
But no one says
anything. And that's
weird.
It's very weird. So I would say if anyone's watching from that studio, you must add voice acting. That is a must, because if you don't, the game's going to look too generic. It's going to sound too generic. It's going to feel too generic. You want those iconic voices from those characters.
Even worse, it'll feel cheap.
It'll feel cheap, yeah.
No.
So you don't want a bunch of just like slapping sounds when characters hit each other, or like popping noises.
Yeah.
You need the characters to have facial expressions, and you need them to give out their iconic sounds. And that's one of the key charms to a game like Smash Brothers. It's not just that you get to play the characters you love. You get to experience their personality, And if Nickelodeon All-Stars is going to be successful, they have to put in the work to do that.
It's kind of like when you're introduced to a character. Not introduced to a character. Sorry, introduced to a long-standing character with a completely different voice actor. It just it feels off.
Yeah, that's why all the Marvel games don't hit that well, because when they
Marvel
all have
Capcom too, though.
Yeah, No. I mean the new ones.
Oh,
The
yes.
new ones
Yeah.
where they have like each one has different actors and voice actors.
It's because they can't get the rights.
I know they can't get now.
That new Guardians of the Galaxy game looks pretty fun though.
Yes.
But our Avengers, it looks so bizarre.
It looks so. It just looks too generic. It just looks too generic. And the game was a massive failure.
Unfortunately,
Unfortunately, it was a look. I don't like to. So this is a misconception people have. Saying a game is a failure
doesn't mean you hate it.
Doesn't mean you hate it.
Yeah, no.
It's just a factual thing. The game is a failure.
Yeah.
I went on Steam ratings or Steam. What is it? I forget the website. You can look it up. But essentially, it tells you how many active players it has, and it has graphs and all that stuff, and you can compare it with other games.
Yes.
Marvel Avengers has literally lost more players when they added new content. They actually, when they came out with new content, they actually lost more players, and their peak gameplay is like less than 2,000 players on Steam. Oof. Yeah, I mean, how can you not call that a failure?
I know I brought this up before, and we're kind of going on a tangent here, but I'm just going to say this again because where my homie's at, I wish Square Enix was, I mean, I don't know if there's some kind of like rule or anything, but when Kingdom Hearts came out, that blew my nips off.
Yeah.
And I'm a diehard Kingdom Hearts fan. Love it. Live it. I loved Kingdom Hearts 3. It's a little bit more controversial. But I played like practically all of them. Mm-hmm. That being said, that's Square Enix's take on Disney properties, as well as making it their own.
Yes.
That's what I wanted with Avengers, with Marvel in general. When I heard Square Enix and Marvel together, I was like, yes.
You thought of Kingdom Hearts.
I thought of Kingdom Hearts in terms of going somewhere else with it, being creative, and giving me something new with the property that I didn't expect. I'm not saying I wanted exactly Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
I'm saying I wanted something fresh and new.
Put your spin on it.
An Eastern view on a Western property.
Yes.
That's what I was looking for. And then when I heard that they gave it to their Western developers that they have under their umbrella, Crystal Dynamics and Eidos Montreal for Guardians of the Galaxy, I was really disappointed.
Yeah.
And as much as like I hope that Guardians of the Galaxy is a good game, I like Eidos Montreal as a developer. I really enjoyed Deus Ex.
Yeah.
You know, it's not exactly what I wanted.
Yeah, you were hoping for a true Square Enix spin on it.
Exactly. Yeah. When you hear Square Enix, you don't hear, oh yeah, Tomb Raider.
Yeah, which is why
they own.
Yeah,
I mean, but still, I don't go there. I go to Final Fantasy, and I go to Dragon Quest. Do something crazy with that.
Look at a developer like I'm trying to think of a good one, Insomniac.
What they did with
Spider-Man. Yes,
I still need to play it.
Dude,
I know it's great.
After I beat Ratchet and Clank, the new one, which you gotta play. It's so good.
Yes.
After I played that, I immediately knew that I was missing out on Spider-Man.
Word?
Yeah.
So did you play Spider-Man?
Not yet. Not yet.
I knew I was missing out, but not enough to start.
No. I'm trying to beat The Messenger right now on Switch.
Oh, I love that game.
It's a very hard game.
It's so hard. I actually broke a controller on that game.
Yeah. I actually bought a physical Switch copy, which was over $200, because that's how rare the game is right now.
Wait a second. Did you buy like that collector's edition joint with the katana?
No, just the regular version. Yeah.
Wow.
That's how rare the Switch version is.
I did not know. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
So if you have a physical copy of Messenger, hold on to that bad boy because
and that's a great game. That's a fantastic
amazing game.
It's so good.
You know, I just beat Cyber Shadow before that, which is also incredible.
I do want to get that game along that. Yeah.
But The Messenger is also incredible. So
how would you rate the two?
I would say Cyber Shadow is...
Isn't it more like twitchy, like fast? Well, they're both fast-paced.
Yeah, they're both fast-paced. Cyber Shadow is more...
The Messenger has that humor, though.
Yeah. Cyber Shadow has it, too.
Oh,
but
word?
it's more like ridiculous, subtle humor.
Oh.
Or maybe it wasn't meant to be funny, but I thought it was funny. But Cyber Shadow is more like it takes itself very seriously in points. But the thing that I love about Cyber Shadow is the very fluid and slick movement and gameplay and the addition of new attributes and abilities.
That and Katana Zero. Those are two games that I still have yet to play.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I'm waiting for Cyber Shadow to get a physical.
Yeah.
And same with Katana Zero, to be honest, actually.
But the messenger, yes, you're right. The humor.
Yeah.
But also the...
That switching between NES / SNES?
Yes.
Game, so good.
NES and the SNES. Whereas I would say Cyber Shadow is more SNES.
Word.
The messenger, and I love the sound effects for the messenger.
Oh,
They're very NES-esque.
Yes. Well, the thing that killed me was literally the extra challenges that they had. Like, there's a lot of extra challenges.
Getting the green coins.
Yeah, exactly. That's what murdered me. That's what made me throw my controller in frustration and break it and be like upset for a second and then sad for another and then putting my money into another controller.
Yeah, so I'm about 8 hours in, so I'm getting close to the end.
Awesome. Yeah, no.
But yeah,
fantastic game.
But yeah, Insomniac Games, excellent use of Marvel
IP
and turning it into their own game. So
flip coin, EA and their use of Star Wars IP, not as hot.
Yeah, not as hot.
Except for maybe Jedi Out, or what was it called? Jedi...
Oh, The Fallen Order?
Fallen Order, yeah, that's it.
That was actually very well done.
Really
a lot of people love that game.
Yeah.
And actually, you know what? The Rogue Squadron, I know the diehards didn't like it, but a lot of people did like it, actually. To be fair, a lot of people did like it.
Well, it's just that, like, the old school Rogue Squadrons were amazing.
They were more complex games.
That had full campaigns. Same thing with Battlefront.
Yeah.
EA just lifted that name, but Battlefront back in the day was the hotness. And they just haven't gotten to that kind of content. Now they're just like, it's kind of like, it's very beautiful.
It's very rushed.
It's very, it looks sleek, but the heart and the content is not there.
It's very
and you're
rushed,
being nickel and dimed into everything.
Now, I have covered it on this show. There is a Rogue Squadrons mod that basically turns it into the old one. So you can, or no, I'm sorry. It turns the old one into a new one. Yeah, I'm sorry. I got that
beautifies?
Yeah, I got that reversed.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, it beautifies the old one. So if you want...
Oh, I see your copy of Kingdom Hearts 3 right there.
I know. So if you want to play the old one, but you want like a newer look like Rogue Squadrons, there's a mod out there.
But anyways, we got to go back to the topic at hand, which was Nickelodeon and their use of the IPs in this fighting game.
Yeah.
Bring in the voice actors. To give it that extra bit of life that these kinds of games need in order to sustain a fan base, because that's what people kind of gravitate towards.
Yeah, it would be hilarious to hear the Ren and Stimpy sound effects.
I wasn't that kid. I actually didn't like Ren and Stimpy back
It was gross.
Yeah, it was too gross.
You had to like
animation.
You had to like extremely gross humor. Yeah, because it was all farting and
I was
barfing
a huge fan of Rocko's Modern Life.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for them to unveil Blue's Clues as a fighting game character. And like every version of Steve to like just like Mega Man from Super Smash Brothers. Yeah. They should do like that with like every version of Steve.
Yeah.
Or you know what I mean?
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm probably going to buy it, but add voice acting. That's what we want to say. Like, subscribe if you enjoy it, and share it with people. That's the biggest way to spread it.
And comment and let us know what you like, what you don't like, what you agree with, what you don't agree with. Yeah. Start the conversation.
Hey everyone, thanks for listening to this episode of Games I Speak. If you liked the episode, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you all next time.